What's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button for me. This is Drinks with JD.
What scares me from art and creating? What scares me? That's a good question. Holy moly, I would never. What scares me? Well, honestly, right now, what scares me the most, I would say, is like the fans.
Okay.
You know. Well, I look up to a lot of great artists, you know, and a lot of them suffer because of their own fan base, you know,
Wow.
straight up. Like a lot
How
of them.
How so?
You know, misinterpret their words, misinterpret their actions, or, you know, create theories about them, all this shit, you know. I don't like that. Like, all artists are just humans at the end of the day. Like, I don't believe in, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't believe in not meeting someone and judging their actions, you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like when we hear a piece of music or when we consume a certain type of art, that art's gonna give us something, you know, like we ourselves are digesting that art. Like we're not that artist, we don't know what it actually means, and we'll never know, you know. And sometimes even if the artist explains themselves, they'll still be like, you know, misinterpreted. And I don't know, I feel like that's very unfair, you know, like I feel like I don't know, it's almost like we can't just consume and shut up. You know, like we can't just consume and be like, okay, how does this make me feel, and let's move forward, whatever, like, or, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's sort of like Leonardo da Vinci, right? One of the greatest artists in human history, I guess. You know, let's say when he painted the Mona Lisa, right? First we have to think, okay, how long did it take for him to do it, right? But then what was the initial emotion that sparked that thought? Well, I'm gonna draw this painting.
Yeah.
But then the time in between when you started and when you finish, still emotions can be different.
Right.
You know, like the reasoning why could be something different at the end. You know what I'm saying? Than why you started. And then let's say we both go to the Louvre, you know, and then we see the Mona Lisa, right? How do I digest it, and how would you digest it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's like, I guess that's the beauty of art, you know, because it's like, we don't know why he did it, or as in, like, let's say the initial, you know, reason,
Right.
and then the outcome, like, well, let's say he didn't even like it, you know, in the end, it's like, it's basic, you know.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Like overall, I guess we could say that's the beauty of art, because no matter what we're creating, you know, like let's say this interview, right? This is art. We're creating, and someone could watch it and not like it, and it's okay.
Right.
And then someone else could watch it and love it,
Yeah.
and then someone else could watch it and not have any emotions towards it, but still, it's creating something of feeling in people, and that's art, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's art in everything for sure, you know. Like, we can have a creative conversation, like a conversation. I love great conversations, you know, like going to a party or whatever, and then having that one person to talk to, and it's like, whoa, like, you know, they can open your mind, and I don't know everything, you know, so I don't know. I feel like you can get creative every moment of your life, you know.
That's right.
And this is a creative way of, you know, I don't know, like the S.O.N planet, right?
Yeah.
619, like
all day,
you said in your videos, and like, you know, and there's creativeness and everything. So I don't know, you can either like enjoy it and like, you know, take it in and see how you feel, or you can just, you know, judge it, you know, which I feel like, you know, do it, you do it. Nah, you do an interview, or you do a cup, or you come up with your own brand, you know, like there's suffering and everything, like there's sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like people need to have some empathy too, you know?
It's empathy,
and
especially because it's art.
Yeah.
You know, like relax.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no rules to this.
Yeah, there is no rules. Like, the more people that are creating, the better. Like, I feel like they're making a world a better place, you know, no matter what. Like, no matter how controversial or whatever, like, I don't know. There's connections, you know, between like the artist and something else. And I don't know, it's just so liberating. And I feel like humans are gonna forever create until fucking, I don't know, a meteor comes or something, you know? Like, I hope that we're creating until the last moment, you know? Because it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you know, it kind of reminds me of this meme I saw. It's it goes, well, you know, how Earth is spelled EARTH, and it says, Earth without art is eh. You know, it's just, you know,
that's true. That's true.
So it's kind of that. No
That's so true.
Okay,
it is.
okay. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I can't even imagine. Well, I've had like, I guess like ideas, or should I? Oh, I've had like crazy. I don't know. I'm always like, I'm a very imaginative person, you know, and I'd be like driving around or, you know, walking around places and stuff, and then I'd be like, what would it be like if like streets were like all colorful, like this, if like the roads were like pink and like the buildings were like, imagine how crazy it would be if like art was just exploding in every corner of the world, you know, like how crazy would that be? You know what I mean? Like,
and would it be a better place?
And would it be a better place or would it be worse? We don't know, but you know, I went to Texas with a band like last month, I think, and Texas was beautiful. There was like art everywhere, like in the little corner, you know, of like something, there'd be like a little painting like just there, and I was like, and then everywhere you look there'd be art, and I was just thinking like, wouldn't it be crazy, you know, if like we lived in a museum, you know, or something,
something.
And if the world was just like, just more expressive with it, but I don't know.
No doubt. Okay,
So,
okay.
I like it.
There you go. Okay, so out of all the aspects of art that you're in tune with, you know, film, you know, music, just everything, right? Which one resonates more with you?
Film.
Film. Wow.
100%.
Wow.
100 times. Like, if, I don't know, I feel like I'm never gonna go broke. You know, like I'm always gonna have something to do. I'm never gonna go hungry, or like, that's like the thing that I think about the most. Like, if I don't know, if one day I can't speak no more, you know, if I wake up and my voice is gone, like what would I do? I would make a movie. You know, I would write like a movie. I have some scripts. I have some plans, you
That's
know,
awesome.
but
That's
I can't
awesome.
say much because, you know.
Why not?
Because I don't like talking about things that are not done. Like, because then it has happened to me multiple times where it's like, okay, I'll explain someone, you know, a concept, you know, it's like, oh dude, I have this idea, la 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 la, and they're like, well, what if you change this? What if you change that? So I feel like it changes. Well, I feel like, I don't know, when you have an idea, the best thing to do is to let it out in its purest form, which is like through the source, through you. Like you are the one that thought of, unless it's a collective project, you know, unless it's like, oh, I thought of this artist, or, you know, like I have a family member or like a partner that can help me and I feel like we would work together well, you know, like that's a different story. But when it's coming from you, like I feel like the best thing to do is to finish it like right there and then, you know, find the pieces that you need. But I don't know, and it's like, I don't know, I don't like talking about things when they're not fully done, you know. I'll reach out when, you know, and, you know, I don't know, I like surprises too, like, you know, like a Marvel movie, you know, like you wait until you see the teaser and then it's like, oh shoot, like I didn't know, like that.
And at that time it's already complete. When they tease it. No, I could totally relate.
Right.
Because like me as an artist, you know, I like to do stuff. And maybe, you know, tomorrow, you know what, I don't want to do it anymore. You know, but let's say if I tell somebody I'm going to do it, you know, it's like, you know, now it kind of falls. Right. I don't know, maybe it leaves someone with a bad taste in the mouth or something.
Could be. You never know. And also, wait, what was I going to say? Oh, yes, like, I feel like it's so important when you get an idea to like let it out. Because I feel like I've seen it where I feel like the universe or whatever source gave you this, you know, idea or whatever, it's gonna give it to someone else. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna go somewhere else because that idea has to come out, you know? Like it's fair for the world to see it and to experience it. So it's like, if you don't get your, you know, get the move on, like it's gonna happen with or without you.
Even if you don't say anything, it's still gonna come out. I've seen that happen so many times. It's
like with inventions or anything. It's like, you know, you gotta make a move. You know, like you always have to keep making a move and keep creating because it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I'm with you. Yeah. Okay, so. Well, obviously, you know, we're talking film. I've seen your short films, right? They're, you know, I love. Well, you know, doing research. You know,
wow.
where like, I've seen some of the short films that you've done, And you know, I love your shots. I love your stories. The way you know you tell, you know, your art through visuals. You know, what's your favorite part of film and videography?
Well, I want to say first of all that none of those films are like I'm not like I'm proud of them, but like they're not my magnum opus. I feel like I haven't created something that I'm like, whoa, you know, like this is mine, and like I did it and it came out exactly how I wanted it in my head. I still need a lot of work on, you know what I'm saying? So, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of film and videography?
I like the writing process, right? I like that. I like editing. I love editing. It's my favorite thing to do, you know, like, or, you know, I guess the before and after, really. The during is cool, you know, and that's exciting because there's so many things that can go wrong. So many things. It's like, oh, dude, I forgot this, or I forgot that, or like, how are we gonna make this work, you know? So for it to get there to like where you want it to be, so many things have to like align, you know what I mean? So I don't know. My favorite is, I feel like those are the less stressful parts of the process, you know, like the writing and the editing. I feel like they're the easiest things because you're by yourself, or, you know.
And they're already complete, as in, you know what the writing part is already complete, and then when you're editing, at least you have the full film
material,
that you already,
right?
So it's like you could just finish it.
Of course, yeah.
But the in between is
the hard part, because like we made a movie, me and my friend Millie Frames. Shout outs to the homie. And he we just met, you know, and apparently he was following up my movies when we were in high school. Like I would still make them, and he was like, dude, like I was a fan of you, and I was like, dude, I'm a fan of you because you make great. Anyways, I was like, we gotta work together. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do it. And I was like, so I'm gonna write a movie. I'm just gonna write a movie, you know. And then, dude, said and done. I was like, I write like one thing on the paper. I'm like, there's a girl sitting on the couch, and then from there, just finished like 30-something pages of the short film, you know. And I was like, this movie's called Tijuana. That's how I was just like, Tijuana. That's it. I'm gonna print it out. And then we got together. We were like, okay, we're ready to shoot. Whatever, everything's, you know, we have put everything together. And then the day that we're gonna start shooting, right? The time comes, and I was like, dude, it's 9 a.m. Where's everybody? You know, like what the fuck?
Because there's logistics to it.
Right.
Like, you gotta be there. We
had food, like we had like props, everything was ready. And so the chick who was supposed to be in the film, she calls and she's like, I can't make it. Me and my brother can't make it. And they're like, in this film, there's only 3 characters, you know? And then I'm like, dude, that's, and then the third person can't make it either. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what are we gonna do, you know? And then we were like, let's just do it ourselves. Let's just be and you, let's be in the film, you know? And so we were recording and acting at the same time, and we were all sweaty because we would like run to the camera, look at it, and then come back, sit down, and like try to get into character, you know? But I'm not an actress like that,
but that's amazing though that you adapted, because well, first of all, that's art, you know, but people in film, you know, we know that stuff like that happens all the time. You know, it's happened to me, it's happened to everybody. You know, it's just a part of the art process. You know? And it's like, you know, the people that showed up or the money that you spent, we're still going. You know, and you have to just adapt and get this piece done. So
make it work, you know. And we did, and we came more together after that. Like,
but overall, you like the end of the film?
No, there's 2 scenes missing in that movie. So we were planning on replacing them with like with cartoon, like cartoony looking thingies. And then, but it was like very expensive, dude. It was like $200 per.
But still, that's amazing that overall you still wanted to adapt. So that's amazing.
So we finished it. It's finished, but it's missing 2 parts, and then COVID hit, so we couldn't finish, like, I think.
There's so many dynamics.
So many things that happened that, like, you know, but I still have it. Like, I have it, and I can see it every day, you know, but it's like our ugly baby that we don't show anybody, you know.
Well, I'm excited to see what you create as far, you know, film-wise in the future. So it's pretty awesome.
I love film.
Okay, let's talk music.
Yes.
Why the stage name Nicole McFly?
Day, go work.